Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 2 of this Tim Hortons. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to set up the project. So now we're gonna start adding walls. So let's click on wall under architecture. And then here we have basic wall generic 200 millimeters. I know for newer models or newer Revit, you will have something that already has um, some inside of the wall. So now you could choose one of this and then you could just clean it up if you want to. So click on edit type, duplicate, and then you could change the name to exterior wall number 1. Press OK, edit, and then as you can see, there's a lot right here that we don't need. So what will happen is we're gonna delete the exterior side, which is on this side. Core boundary, structure, and core boundary, those are the things that you cannot delete. And then here is the interior side of the wall. So now we're gonna delete, and then once you come right here, this will be grayed out, so it's not something that you could really delete. So now for the thickness, we're gonna set this one at 200, and then for the material, we can change this to something white. So usually we put gypsum wallboard, because right after this we could set up, or once we finish modeling, we could set up the materials that we're going to place once everything is set. So now we could press OK and then OK again. Now we're ready to add. But before that, as you can see, we are in first floor, and then we have top constraint unconnected. So here what we're gonna do is we're going to set this one to lower parapet. So from first floor to lower parapet, and then later on for the exterior only, we're going to put this one to ground floor. So that's something that we could do later on. This will be just a very quick showing of what we're gonna do. So here it's already set first floor. Now we go in at A1 and then going to A5. So here I'm just showing where you need to place the exterior wall. Going down, so it's just a basic model that is rectangular in shape. So there's no need to have multiple walls right here. So here we're going to put it at H2, going up to E2, going to E1, and then finishing it off at A1. So very simple like that. Now we could just edit type on this, duplicate this, and we could put in interior wall number 1. Press OK. Edit, we're gonna maintain the 200 thickness and even the gypsum wallboard. We're not gonna touch that. Press OK, OK again. So now we're going to add in our dimensions right here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to click on B2 up to A2 up to B2, and then going across all the way right here, and this will be B4, and then here we need to add at least 1000 going up, and then right now we're going to add the dimension right here around 1500, and then closing it off right here. So we're gonna close it there. So that's good enough. And then here at the grid line 3, we're going to just add a wall closing this off. And then here, we're going to extend this all the way right here. So that's good right there. And then it's good right here. Also, we're going to add, or we're going to extend this dimension right here up to D. So this wall going all the way to D right here. And then we have the D right here. We will add a vestibule. So CS on this, add this one right here, closing this off. So now we have a vestibule right here as well. And then we're going to create another vestibule on this side. So here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna select this exterior wall, CS on that, create this vestibule right here, and around 1500, and then going to E and then closing it off. And then we're going to create an opening there as well. And also, the main entrance will be located on this side. So the vestibule is going inside and it will be an interior wall. So I'm going to go right here on this number 4 grid line, putting in 1500 again, and then going right here around 2500, and then going down. So there's a vestibule as well there, and this will be a patio area right about here. So we're gonna place some tables right there with umbrellas, so that will look really nice. And then all around right here will be the restaurant dining area. So there will be all glass right here, and this will be the kitchen area where we have the D line or the D grid line. We will have a drive-through area right here, so the cars will be going around here. Menu board all will be placed right here, and then this will be where the booth is for the drive-through cashier. And then all around here we will place some kind of we're gonna do annotation, because we basically don't have the what I call this, the furniture to represent the equipments that they have there, but we're going to represent it with lines, and then I think it's good enough to show what it is. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some door. So let's go to insert, load family, and let's go to doors, and we have a commercial doors right here that we're gonna use. I'm probably going to use this for some of the storage, so I'm gonna use this open. I'm gonna use maybe 900 by 2000, and then CM. Actually, you need to press DR because it's a system family and it has its own category. So here we could add this one right here, and then we need to add a wall onto this around 1500 from this wall. So 1500 from this wall, you just need to add that. And we have this double door here that is with glass, and then let's go back, add in more. So we need to look for more type of door, so we could use this cold room because this is a cold storage room, and 900 by 2000 again, and then cm, so dr, sorry, and then add it like that. And we want to flip this on this side, so we have this cold storage right here. And then let's go to add the washroom, because these are the washrooms. So let's go to insert again, and then load family, and let's look for others. So maybe we could use this. Click open. I'm gonna load all of them, and then press OK. Yes, I want to add all of them. Then dr, and then here we need to add 700 is good, 750. Let's add this one right here, and then right here as well. We could move this a little bit, 1200 would be good enough, just to add this right there. So we could add urinals right here, and then we could add some stalls right here, bathroom stalls right here. And then in terms of here, we could add in another door, CS. We could put this one at 900 by 2000, and we're going to add here for the employees, so that they could enter here. Because we're going to close this off, we're going to add in a table. We're going to close this off, so we're going to extend this a little bit like that, so it's around 3700, and then we're going to just add in around 1200 of wall. So this is a wall right here, and then we could have the counter right here. And then in terms of the equipment, it's something that it's gonna be hard for me to look for certain equipment. So I had something, we're going to insert. So let's go to import CAD. I'm not gonna link it, I'm just gonna import it. Obviously I'm gonna provide this as well, and here I'm just gonna put it in black and white, first floor, and then click on open. And then after that, we will have something that looks like this. I'm gonna unpin it, and then here it's going to be placed onto this wall. Now we could just move this somewhere right here. We need to move this again, so I'm going to edit this one. I just need to move this. So instead of that being edit, I'm going to edit this wall. So I'm going to align it. So this is created in AutoCAD, and then now we're going to place it on the correct position. And then here we could move this one down and put this one right here, so everything is aligned accordingly. AL. So even though we haven't done this one, we could definitely use this to utilize the look. So at least you know where the positioning of all the equipments are. This is where they will bake, because Tim Hortons is a cafe, and then they bake some donuts there. So it could be the prep area and the baking area. We have the cold storage right here. We have the washroom right here, and then we have basically some sandwich area here. They sell breakfast sandwiches here as well, and then anything else that they could sell. It's all over in this counter. We will have this one as the drive-through, and then we will create a counter right here. We're going to just add basically the door right here, but we're going to use something different. But all the doors right here, we could add it now. So let's go and create. I'm thinking of adding something like this. Click on open, and then we're going to add 9,000 by 2,000, and then the 750 by 2,000. So I'm holding on control button and then picking both of those, DR, and then here we could just add something right here. I think the 750 is good enough. And then this will be curtain doors, even for the entrance. If we could find a double door glass, we're probably going to add that, but unfortunately maybe this one will be good enough. So click on open. I'm going to add 1800 by 2000. That's good enough. DR, and then let's add it right there. So that's for the main entrance. CM or just DR on this, and then we could just add a double door here, and then we're gonna add door right here going out and there. And then here what we could do is we could just move this one somewhere like that, so that we have enough space for people to go around here. And then obviously we're going to add, so we're going to align this one, and then some counter right here. And then let's just go to architecture, component, model in place, and generic model. We're gonna create the counter right here. I'm gonna create an extrusion, and then here we could just create the counter, and I'm gonna maximize this space. We're going to put this one at 875, and then click material. Usually it's something that is, so laminate ivory, we could use this one. Click finish, and actually what we could do, a better way to do it is to make it small, because I know there's shelvings below here, so I could represent that, and then create another extrusion, and this one is the one that is going to be overall, and we're gonna set this one, pick a plane and select this one. Now this will be 25, and the materials is something like a stone material. So let's look for a stone materials right here. Click on that. Let's do something that is maybe granite. Click OK, apply, and then select this one, and let's just add this. So now if we see it, it will look like that. There's an overhang there, and we're going to add something right here. So I'm gonna add cash register. So go to first floor again, CM, and we're going to add cash register right here. at the same time, actually, I'm gonna go to 3D and want to make sure that this one is in the um, correct elevation. And then also this one, what we could do is move this one on this side because I know they have a display. So I'm gonna AL on this as well. And then we have a cashier display that we could add right here. But this one is really big. It's the same thing that we use for the Shell gas station. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right here for now, and then we're going to edit this, and then I will provide the edited family as well. So let's go to reference level, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete this. And then delete this as well. And I want to make sure I can see it in 3D. And maybe I could just extend this too. And then here we could just manually move this, remove constraint. And I think that's good enough. So I'm gonna save this, save a copy. So I'm gonna click on Save As, and then go to Desktop and save it there first. And then probably I'm gonna rename it for the use of this. So Tim Hortons display. So now we could add a display right here, and then we could add 2 of this on this side. And then we're obviously going to put something in the middle, so don't you worry. And we want to see the realistic look of those. So that's looking good. And then we're going to add it in the middle and then add another one. So we're going to stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.